Hey, what's going on? You know, there's a lot of stuff I can talk about. Lately, there's been a lot of things going through my mind. I see it, I vision it like it's real. Almost like I came out of a fairy tale, some kind of book. It's the way I feel. My look, it's the Irish look. I'm trying to feel what it meant to be an Irish in the 1910s, to be a Scottish, to be from Ireland, to be from Iceland, to be one of the major roles why we still have the Queen on the $20 bill, and we still have the Queen on the 1 cent, 5 cents, 10 cents, and 25 cents. You add up the change and you add up the bill, you get $20.14 or $20.41. They're both passages. 2014 is coming up in 3 years. Now, are they using the expression of the Queen's head to show what's coming up? And are they also using the Queen's head as an expression of what's going on with the rest of our money? What actually happened? Why did the original 6 hockey teams come to settle in which it makes the shape of the letter J? You see, the shape of the letter J of the original 6 hockey teams, it shows on the ace of spades. If you look at most ace of spades, there's 2 hooks and a female on the middle looking like Mary Jesus. Okay? And if you double the hook, okay, it goes all around Chicago, through Montreal, all the way to Boston, New York, and then to Pennsylvania, and it stops. It seems like it aims back to Chicago, almost like it's shaping like a teardrop, like they're ready to drop the whole coast, like they know there's something going on. And I made a video of this already, because San Francisco, okay, they're building that Highway 9. Finished or not, it doesn't matter. It's a representation of a passage from the birth, a new vitality that is coming in, or a vitality that's being, something, a strength that is being cut out of us right now. Why? There's so many questions. I came on here, another thing, apparently they found 134 billion in bonds. Now don't forget about the expression bill, bond, bill bonds. It's nothing. It's bill bonds. That's all they are. Whatever they were worth and made into has been already moved, whatever it is. So their value, whether it's worth something, it's worth nothing at all. Another thing, billions, right? Well, a billion and King Kong are almost the same thing, right? So the only thing that represents billion to any of this conversation would mean Brazil. They're the only ones that can have the 134 billion, because Brazil is the only one with the B, and that's the birth structure, because of their whatever their gross national product or whatever that number they gave out before. When you total the 2 up, the only 2 that are missing is Brazil and that 134 billion. I'm not going to explain all the numbers, don't worry about it. So somehow it's stuck into Brazil. Now the question is, why is it moving around, is one of the questions, okay? Another one of my questions is like this, okay? If the government is planning something, wouldn't they want to use and lose and move all that Fort Knox gold, wherever it is? Wouldn't they want to move it somewhere, like north, like in California, over the mountains in South Dakota, right? Don't forget, you see Chicago, okay, their outline, it's a chicken. It's a rooster. It's upside down, hanging by the legs. And of course, they got the Bulls and the Bears in the same town. They're both knocking everybody out, so how can anybody make any money? You see the expression? Right in Chicago, they got the Bulls and the Bears, and they're both the best. So how come everybody keeps on losing money all the time? Right? Who's making all the money? Well, everybody keeps saying it's the bankers. Well, you know what? It may not actually be the bankers. Okay? It might be a little bit a step further than that. Because there's more than one type of person in this world. There are human beings who think they're human beings, who go to work, who do the job, who go home. There are others that go to work because they have no choice to go to work. There are others that go to work, okay, that know of God. Those are in China, Asia. They know. They saw. They saw it. I dreamt it. They saw it. I know what they saw. They saw what's going on under the ground. They know how the earth is staying alive. They know the system. Somehow, or they were lied to in some way and say this was the complete God when they saw the lady with all those arms. But it wasn't the complete God. It was the working God. She was the one here for the machine. And man has to work the machine. Just like man has to work the fields, man has to work the machine. The government, some of them know. Now, whether they're planning on trickery, because don't forget, the machine is part of our mind. And they're always trying to trick us, and she's trying to trick them, and she's trying to trick us. And this whole trickery and everything is causing people to get killed. But they were going to die anyways, is what God said. God said, machine or no machine. Okay? Everybody's going to knock each other out at the end. There's going to be nothing left. So he plans in a mysterious way. Okay? Of the siphoning. The whole thing to make sure whatever gets done, the people are as safe as they can be. And their only danger are them themselves. He's not doing any of this. It's all man's choice to what gets on. But in the game, when it gets to a certain degree of lopsided, the game is called closed. Now the thing is, all this new information that we're getting, the science and the pharmacies, all computer generated. Germany is computer generated. Their whole state, I didn't even go through most of it. And everything talks about numbers of life, the wolf, communication, everything. Those are all life and communication number, the fox. And then when I get to the fox, I say, oh my God, the wolf and the fox. I said, something's wrong. I said, because in England, they're hunting the fox. And in Germany, they're building the fox for people, for goodness. And the other ones are trying to take it away. So it seems like this war actually never ended. And it wasn't, you know, it's not the thing about what happened when Hitler was here, but something happened somewhere where the wolf and the fox, instead of being one, because fox and wolf mean communication. You see the wolf at the sun, right? And the fox is cunning. He's your mind. He's your mind because of his color. He's orange. He's that red and yellow spirit that's inside of us that connect to God. That's the cunning fox. The wolf never leaves home alone. Well, because the wolf of who we are in our mind, we're more than one part of who we are. Makes us number 39. Tells us the name of Einstein. So I'm trying to figure out, did the Germans know about this before? Because Denmark, Sweden, Latvia, and all around that water there, wherever there's water up there, okay, wherever there's water near the seas, okay, in the shallow waters or in the seas, there's some mystique that's going on under the ground. And how in the world did the queen stay up where she is all her life, or is she sitting up there for somebody else? Where are the Indians, and what happened to the Romans? So you see, we're coming down to the end of a story that I've written, and we're into a time where I'm not quite sure actually what's coming up next, right? Although I do have a faint idea, it serves no purpose to drag it onto the net right now, because it's only a thought of mine. I was working on another formula here. This is the roulette wheel. Okay, I'm not getting into it. It's just that every single game that's out there, I can't break it all down with my only brain. I'm all alone. I can figure it out up to a certain point, but unless somebody else can put in a different knowledge of regular life that would change it up, that would show of a different angle, then I can solidify and enhance on certain angles. Otherwise, thank you very much. Raphael 7286. February comes, she looms not too far away in less than 2 months. Oh, this is getting exciting. What will this winter bring? What will she deliver us on Valentine's Day? Hey, Elenin,